and the imposing presence of Mount Taranaki in the background, the home of the Ranfurly Shield. It's Stadium Taranaki, Pool D, Wales and Namibia. As we check out the Pool D table, we see that there's a possibility of 3 teams finishing up on 15 points. But Wales looking for a bonus point victory. They still have Fiji to play. Namibia yet to have a victory in the tournament. Well, the weather has been absolutely glorious today. There is quite a reasonable breeze. The pitch is absolutely superb, but the chill factor is very much a factor. Well, this may well be the last supper for the Namibian team. They complete their 4 matches in the pool stage, the first team to do so, and they will be heading out. They're going home, the Namibian players, on Wednesday from Auckland. But they certainly have some good patches. They've had some very good support. Just remember that the population in Namibia is 2.3 million, but only 1 million registered players, and a lot of these guys are amateurs. And it really is mission impossible when you think they've had to play 4 major test matches in 14 days, and just a 4-day turnaround from the loss to South Africa. There's Nico Esterhuizen, the giant lock, and Jacques Burger, the magnificent captain. Let's check out the Namibian lineup. The front row props Weirder Linghuis and Du Toit. Du Toit, his final test. Hugo Horn is the Namibian record holder. The locks are Heinz Cole and Nico Esterhuizen. They started against South Africa 4 days ago. In the back row, the experienced Du Plessis on one flank, the inspirational Burger on the other, and Jacques Nieuwenhuis is the number 8. And the halves, Eugene Yankees, the scrum half. Tiaan Kotze, the fly half, leads the drop goal with 3 in the tournament. It's a new centre pairing, a first start for Daryl De La Harpe and Pate Van Zyl to outside centre. And if we look at the back 3 for Namibia, they have a tall winger in Dames. Dani van Wyk moves from outside centre to wing, and the courageous Christander Botha at fullback. Well, I'm joined in commentary by South African World Cup hero from 1995, Cobus Wiese. It's another big task for Namibia.
It's a huge task for Namibia. Beautiful evening in Taranaki country as we see these guys warm up. It's their last game, as you mentioned earlier. They're going home, but they've had a great experience. And against South Africa, although they took a hammering, some of their players really put their hands up, especially that loose trio of Burger, Du Plessis and Nieuwenhuis played exceptionally well.
And there's O'Callaghan, the hooker. He's on the bench today, but he's another one who really performed very well. And what about this guy? He's amazing.
Great captain, great leader. He puts his body on the line every game, Burger. The question is, will they have enough ball possession from this Welsh pack? Otherwise, they'll be in for a long evening, Namibia.
The Welsh fans, well, they are really enjoying their tour of New Zealand. The weather's been very kind, and of course we know how passionate they are. The Welsh team have really impressed us with their mental toughness and also their fitness. They're possibly the fittest team here at the tournament, and a lot of that goes down to their cryotherapy chamber in Poland. They had a couple of sessions over there, but a lot of very promising young players there. Stephen Jones going through, and a big opportunity for a lot of the fringe players to really make an impression on that man on the right, Warren Gatland, the Welsh coach. Let's have a look at the Welsh lineup. In the front row, we see the return of the veteran Gethin Jenkins, and the first appearance for Craig Mitchell. Hooker is Lloyd Burns, the Newport bricklayer. The locks are Bradley Davis, his 27th cap, and Alan Wynne-Jones gets a 3rd straight start. He's been outstanding. In the back row, the former skipper Ryan Jones returns after injury to join the current skipper Sam Warburton and the 20-year-old sensation Faletau at number 8. In the back line, Tavis Noyle from Llanelli, and a new Welsh record for Stephen Jones, his 101st cap tonight. And in the centres, it's an all plentifully scarlet pairing of Williams and Davis. Scott Williams, the youngster. And the back three, where we have a big winger in Alec Brew and Halfpenny, a hero against Samoa when he came on in the second half. Lee Byrne, his first appearance in the tournament. Well, down on the touchline, we have a former All Black, in fact, a dual international. He played a test for Croatia. Matthew Cooper, take us through the conditions in these two sides tonight.
Well, excellent conditions. Good evening, Gordon. A little bit of a westerly that'll come from left to right on the screen, but beautiful conditions here in Taranaki this afternoon. And both sides, Namibia playing with a lot of heart. They've had a tough draw, as we know, and they've had some special moments, but these guys, I believe, are the dark horses. They've got an outstanding leader in Sam Warburton. They're a very balanced side, and they've got a lot of steel as well. So this Welsh side is well settled in New Zealand, and they could be there or thereabouts later on in this competition.
Yes, Faletau, the young number 8, a very bold selection by Warren Gatland. And I must say the temperature has dropped alarmingly over the last hour or so. So those in short sleeve shirts are very brave. Referee tonight is Steve Walsh. Sam Warburton, the 22-year-old captain, on the right, and Jacques Berger. Well, Berger saying that, yep, he's won the toss, and it looks as though Namibia will be running from left to right. So we're in readiness then for this Pool D match. This is the easiest clash for the Welsh team. It really is a horror pool when you think that you've got Fiji there, you've got South Africa, and also Samoa. But the Namibians, they really want to make a statement here. They performed very well against South Africa for 60 minutes, but then conceded 7 tries in the last 20 minutes. And the hard part is, Cobus, that these got to back up again only 4 days later.
It's been a very tough task for the Namibian side, as you said. And these guys, the Welsh, well, they are very much in this competition. They need a 5-pointer here tonight.
Really is a splendid scene here at Stadium Taranaki, and Taranaki winning the Ranfurly Shield, and so they are the current holders. And Jacques Berger and Sam Warburton, the 2 number 7s, 2 brilliant flankers, about to lead their sides out. And tell us about the atmosphere down there at pitch level, Matthew Cooper.
Well, just starting, isn't it? You can just feel it, both these sides. The Namibia, they played, as say, with a lot of passion, but the Welsh just starting to really get excited about this Welsh side, as I mentioned. And the crowd very at either end, quite full. A lot of Welsh people in New Plymouth.
And huge moment for Stephen Jones as he passes Gareth Thomas. A new Welsh record of Test caps. Stand by now for the Pekaya traditional calling. It is Pool D. Wales on the left taking on Namibia. Namibia currently ranked 19th in IRB rankings. That's their highest ever ranking, but that will probably slip down as a result of their World Cup performance. Looking at the Namibian team, they've made 3 changes. The loss to South Africa. Horn and Dutoy are new front rowers. Backs Daryl De La Harpe gets his first starting ball, and number 12 and 13 move out 1. Porter at fullback. 11 changes to the side for Wales that beat Samoa 17-10. Only Wyn Jones, Warburton and Faletau are retained in the pack. and only number 13, Jonathan Davis, stays in the backs. Stephen Jones, his 101st cap, passing Garrett Thomas, a new Welsh record. On the benches, it's a first start in the tournament for the big lock. Gazombiazi, and also the 7-star for Lander, and for Wales number 16 Owens, hoping for a test debut and a first tournament appearance for prop Bevington and scrum half Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please be upstanding for the national anthems of Namibia and Wales, recorded by the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra and performed tonight by the New Zealand Choral Federation Anthem Choir.
Local time is just gone 7:30 here in New Zealand. It's a lovely evening, a cold evening, and I'm joined in commentary by Cobus Visa. Now, the Namibians, Cobus, had gone through this ritual before the game of getting in a huddle about an hour before the game and going to different spots around the ground. What's that all about?
Honestly, just to sort of absorb the atmosphere, get used to the crowd around, and sort of just fire each other up, saying, guys, this is our last chance. Let's go out with a bang. Let's give the Welsh a good run for their money.
Dila Harp then pleased to get his first start. His brother Ryan will be on the bench tonight. There's Dutoy, the oldest member of the side, prop forward. A lot of